गाइस, वेलकम बैक और स्वागत है आप सभी का एक और लाइव स्ट्रीम वीडियो में। गाइस, वीडियो को लाइक और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब जरूर करिएगा भाई। हम आज बॉर्डरलैंड खेलने चल रहे हैं। आई होप कि आपको मज़ा आए और गेम प्ले अच्छा लगे, कमेंट करके ज़रूर बताइएगा। तो चलिए शुरू।
scaffolder, oblivious to... Oh dear lord, it's disgusting! Kill it, kill it, kill it! I just need a few more samples such as that. The same process as before. Force them to cocoon, hit them with the injector, kill them. Good luck. Return to me, please.
You can always trust the gun at your side. I've always tried. Guns you don't need.
My rats may not get you there alive, but they'll get you there.
Keep your mitts off my toy! Finders keepers, losers die!
Now what in the hell's he got? Looks like you found what's been perforating the clientele. Do me a what good's your fancy mid-school degree, Nat? I'll be damned. That's E-Tech. If I'm gonna treat people shot by E-Tech, I'm gonna need way more wounds to practice on. Now that you got Doc Mercy's E-Tech gun, why don't you test it out on the local bandits?
It's me, Puppet Master Theater! That's the call!
So it looks
I'm
like
going
that
to
gun
count
uses a
every
ray
kill like
to
we
turn
do
bullets
hearts
into
beating.
stuff for these
But
bullets.
now
Energy
we're
and stuff. Damn, that venom is weird.
my little girl. That's got another story to sing to the cages. I'm gonna choke and stroke my rifle. That way too. I'm gonna walk my kingdom with your big thing, Tony. The sweet songs of sausage dumps will fill you.
I've been doing some research, and it looks like there's all types of E-Tech guns out there for you to find. Blaster rifles, plasma cannons, railguns. Sounds dangerously awesome. Judging from this news echo, I took off one of my patients. It looks like all the weapon manufacturers licensed E-Tech from Hyperion for their experimental guns. Guess that explains how Hyperion got so rich off that iridium after the vault opened.
They told me to bring a pail, but you look held up to me.
I was gonna mow my garden with you.
Pre-recorded message begins.
Ah! The bloodshots are killing us! Ah!
Pre-recorded message ends.
You found the Happy Pig Motel, huh? Yeah, bloodshots wiped that place out, but good after Roland kicked him out of Sanctuary. You might be able to turn everything back on if you activate that steam pump. Oh man, the steam pumps ain't working either? I see your problem. And I'm gonna take this slow so as you can understand, alright? That thing's broke as hell. Well, better scavenge some replacement parts from the other pumps near the motel. Now, the valve you're looking for is way up at the tippy top of that pump. You have to climb your way up that thing like a snort-happy redhead on a slag bin if you want to get at it. Some skag like turned off our steam pump. Perforate them! Oh, you got steam thing! Ooh, these pumps used to work off some other tech when people complained, so they, switched over.
What does it all mean?
turbos on these southpaw pumps. Well, best kill that monk so you can get that part you need. Ah, you went and found the gearbox, huh? Man, those gearboxes sure are the cat's unforsaken road, as we won't say around here. Go ahead and plug her in. My remaining kidney, that pump right there, still got a working capacitor. Just flip open the volt case and grab that sucker up. Damn, son! Looks like the Skags ate the hell out of that steam pump's capacitor. Better start popping Skags until one of them grabs it. Well, that sure looks like the capacitor I was looking for. Hey, side question. Is it weird when I notice the moment you pick something up? Do you know I can see you in the bathroom? Wait, is that weird? I'm in it like a spying on you in the bathroom at a friendship day. Well, either way, let's plug that pucker in. Steam pump, just plug in banana boats in and the bounty board will be as juiced up as an Olympic athlete whose parents have unrealistically high expectations of him. Pump's ready to go, man! Just turn her on and watch the sparks fly! Woo! That bounty board ought to be powered up now. Just switch her on and you should have a buttload of new jobs to take.
Hey, you! The Bloodshots just crippled my last courier, Dino. I'll pay you if you mail these packages out quick enough. Grab the packages when you're ready to deliver them, kid. That's what I wanted to see. Unfortunately, you're fired, because Dino's recovered enough to get back on his route.
I haven't recovered. You just duct taped my legs to these turbos.
Fair as a fiddle, he is. Anyway, kid, your severance is in the mail.
watching you blast those bandits with that E-Tech gun, I've come to a medically sound conclusion.
I'll blow you
E-Tech
into
is freaking
dust!
dope. Come on back to me whenever you're done out there.
Yeah! I want to watch you die!
Crips and Raiders need our help. Roman's been having trouble with some Bloodshots and Freehorns. He just wants them dead, but I've got a much better plan. We'll freeze them out. Get out to the bandit camp and destroy their furnaces. Without heat, they'll be too cold to fight anybody. Here, take this blastomite and put it on their furnaces. The bandits put our winner hat. Heck, I still call that a win. Come on back.
Still can't believe you didn't get my chill out joke.
Every day, the sheriff of Lynchwood sends whatever iridium she's yanked from the mines back to Jack. That stops today. You're gonna blow up the train that she uses to transport the stuff. Get to the demolition depository.
Deputy Winger reminded you that you could always run. The sheriff won't follow you out of Lynchwood, and I certainly won't. Please, just leave. Save yourself.
You can get a bomb cart from that depository. Shut the door at the end of the track before the bomb reaches it. Good going. Now grab the bomb. Damn, you're strong. Take it to the abandoned train tracks. You're gonna put it on a collision course with the sheriff's prison train.
It tastes you already. Can't hear you. So hungry. Mouth waters. Stomach rumbles.
I had one of my slabs set up a detonator for the bomb cart. Get to it before the train leaves.
Let me tell you something about Brick. We snagged him during the fall of New Haven. He never sold out his friends, but his puppy, it was this little brown thing. Once I wrapped my hands around its neck, Brick lost it. We could barely hear the crack of the bone over his sobs. I mean actual sobbing, like a baby. It was pretty embarrassing.
Don't hit the detonator until it's right on top of the train. Coming out of Lynchwood now, that's for sure. Let me know when you're ready for the next thing.
Gotta say, that's pretty irritating. The iridium mine's half the reason this town exists. Well, credit where credit's due. You really know how to push my buttons. I hear that after Brick escaped our custody, he tracked down the guy who betrayed New Haven to Hyperion. Somebody named Shep Sanders. Brick gouged his eyes out with his thumbs and cracked his skull open like an egg. All while poor Shep screamed for mercy. Her friend Roland kicked him out of Sanctuary after that. You've all had to seek your different repentance. But you haven't.
Fellas meet the missus?
Damn it! Everybody stop raiding the mines! Iridium is Hyperion's #1 priority. So if you attack the miners or steal their equipment, the sheriff will come down on you. Don't give her a reason.
You lost?
Sentry gun prime!
Jack has his ivory tower. I came to Pandora for action.
I don't die so easy!
I wasn't clear enough. You see, you'll need to kill the bullymong with a melee attack in order to harvest its fur. Sure, you could try to steal the fur from a bullymong's dead body, but where's the fun in that? Blatantly unreasonable requests. Oh!
I realize we zoologists are mixed. You're wondering why I don't go out into the field. The answer is old Slappy, a thresher that nearly killed me.
Taste sugar.
Science
I'll get
demands
some
I
more.
forgive it. Vengeance demands I kill it.
Today, my friend, you will be my vengeance. Take my hand.
Old Slappy removed several of my limbs the last time we met. One hopes
The scent of my extremities will bring him out of hiding, make him eager to finish the job, as it were. Plant my hand outside Slappy's lair in the Highlands.
Thanks for the Holy God, a Vault Hunter!
And now for the latest edition of This Just In with Hunter Hellquist.
Security forces successfully repelled yet.
Oh, right. I was supposed to be studying the effects of these E-Tech guns on bandits. Right now it looks like if you
Shoot them a lot, they die. Did I mention I don't have a...
It's my birthday! I first rolled off the assembly line 7 years ago. Do me a favor and hand out these invites for my stellar birthday bash, will you? And quickly, we're gonna start any minute.
Clappy's having a shindig? You know, I'd go, but I ain't gonna.
Oh, sorry, I can't make it. Give Claptrap my love, though. My purely platonic love.
Don't want him getting any ideas.
No.
Come on back, buddy. It's time to start the party.
Welcome to Sanctuary.
I've set up some pizza and some sparkling wigglers. Just hit that boombox and we'll get this party started. Let me know when you're done with that job. All right. The guests should be arriving any minute. Is that job I sent you on going okay?
I wish I was involved.
Feel free to mingle with, nobody. There's, some pizza, if you're hungry. Pizza's kinda cold. Sorry about that. Let me know when you're done with that job. Cough. Cough, cough. Ha-ha! Is that job I sent you on going okay? Oh, right. I don't have lungs. Minion, could you blow into this thing? Maybe liven the party up a bit? Yay! You enjoying the party? Sigh. Well, I think that about wraps it up. Thanks for coming to my party, minion. It looks like I bought way too much pizza, so, take some home if you want. That was the best party I've ever thrown!
I am Incinerator Clayton, and you. I witnessed you enter the lair of the Firehawk and return unharmed. If you truly wish to serve our mother, you must pass a test. Use a fire weapon to send my brothers to the eternal flame. Then collect their ashes and return them to me.
Huh. Burning people alive is mildly shady, but these cultists sound like they want it, which is weird. Do what he asks, I guess.
Do not dawdle! You must come. The Firehawk is waiting! Go! Go!
You guys are resistant to fire, but Clayton wants you to burn them to death. Pretty tricky. You might want to whittle them, but you gotta burn them. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots. Since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should. Since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them. Since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire. Remember, since those guys resist. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots. Since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots. non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots. Those guys resist fire. You should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots.
Don't scavenge my
fire,
stuff!
you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots.
I want everything you got!
I'm gonna beat you to life!
It'll be rash! I got no time for this!
Out of them with a non-fire
just a miss!
Those guys resist fire. You should beat the tar out of them. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots. Resist fire. You should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots. Since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots.
The blood, just like liquor.
Since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots. Resist fire. You should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots. Since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last. Since those guys resist fire, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots. Since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots. Remember, since those guys resist fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots. fire, you should beat the tar out of them with a non-fire weapon, then switch to a fire weapon for the last few shots.
Yes, Torch. Bring me more ashes, just like that. What is more beautiful than a handful of ashes? Nothing! Nothing at all!
Shut up already!
That is enough, my young Torch. I can feel the Firehawk smiling upon us. Return the ashes to me.
Want to meet my girlfriend? Bad guy 0, turret a whole bunch. That's right, let her mow you down.
These children now know an ecstasy I can only dream of! Unfortunate news, Torch. There are idolaters among us. Children who have betrayed their one true mother, the
Firehawk! They follow a heathen demigod known as Scorch. I implore you, destroy this pretender and all those who follow him!
Who cares if they worship somebody else? Look, just play along. Clayton needs to trust you completely. If they've been doing anything that we need to stop, that's the only way you'll hear about it.
present for you! That's my girl! You're heating up, baby! Auto guns chewing them up!
Idle is no more. I can feel the firehawk smiling down on us. Can't you, young torch?
As weird as this cult is, I gotta admit, seeing them kill that false god for me was kind of flattering. I'm a bad
person. Kaboom!
Are weird, but
the enkindling is almost upon us, Torch. But the Firehawk spoke to me in a dream and demanded another sacrifice.
No, I didn't.
The burning of her favorite son, the midget known as Maxstick.
You must take him to the soaring dragon in the southern shelf and incinerate him within the jaws of the great mechanical beast who dwells there.
shotgun's wrecking face! One more turret kill. Bad guy 0, turret a whole bunch. Thanks, honey. Bad guy 0, turret a whole bunch.
Please insert any donated organs into the receptacle below.
Yeah! Run on back to your bully stroking! Smartest thing you've done all day!
Set out!
Say hello, sweetie. Tossing the little lady. You're heating up, baby.
You know, if these guys really are just sitting around burning one another for giggles, maybe we don't have to worry about them. That'd be nice.
He's coming! The time is almost at hand! We will be together, Firehawk! Finally, we'll be together!
Get to the incinerator console and give him what he wants, I guess.
I feel your embrace, Firehawk! I love you so much!
That was kind of weird.
Nothing like a turret kill!
Look at the face, Johnny! Just look at him!
That's right, let her mow you down! I can take you all! That's my girl! Damn it, I'm empty! Honey! Turret, what would I do without you?
Get your health and shields right here. See you real soon, I'm sure.
Thank you, Torch. It is time for the enkindling. Time to sacrifice heathens
To our blazing mother!
Wait, you said the enkindling? very bad. Or he could be like a cookout or something. Just keep an open mind about it, you know? These guys aren't so bad.
Fucking heating up, baby!
You have done so well, Torch. Once the enkindling is complete, we shall all receive our reward in the Firehawk's toasty bosom. Preparations are complete! Return to me and let the human sacrifice commence!
Okay, that sounds pretty evil. Just head to this enkindling thing. If things get creepy, I'll make an appearance. Be careful.
A whole bunch! Thanks, honey! I got some for everybody! running!
Let's make face gravy! Prepare for... With you! Why so coward? Enough! Welcome to pain! This the best! Healing time!
Turn it out!
A medical license when you got style. Come on back anytime.